Hello to all of you, wherever you are, at home, in your home country, or right here in AIU. I hope you are all doing well and healthy, that you're able to follow through with this class and throughout the semester. So with this video, I would like to give you some more information about chapter 19, talking about the pricing concepts. This is the last P that we have. Remember, we have the 4 Ps. And I hope the 4 Ps is uh, you can memorize it out of your brain, which means you already memorize it well. So this one is talking about pricing. And in the 4 Ps, which is the product, place, promotion, pricing is the one that brings revenue to the company. So this is a very important element. Okay. So why the price is very important? Because if you see here, on the standpoint of view of the seller, price is a revenue, because price is the one that brings money to the company. So without price, you will not have any money, right? Brings revenue right here. And to consumer, price is the cost of something. It is the cost of something. Okay? And price also allocates resources in a free market economy, which means when you know the price, you will know how much you have, how much you are able to spend. That is your resource, right? So what is price? What is pricing? Price is what or which is given up in an exchange to acquire a goods or a service, which means this is the price, the cost that you give up to get something, which is a product or a service. Okay, so that is price. The importance of price to the marketing managers. Price brings revenue. Price is the one that gives revenue to the company. So the price charged to customers multiplied by the number of units sold, which means how many number that you have, for example, five product times $5 equals to 5 times 5 is $25. That is the revenue. So what is profit? Profit is revenue minus expense, which means whatever your revenue, for example, $25 minus, let's say, $10 for your expense. So you will have $15 for your profit. So that is the simple calculation of price. And there are many things. Trends of influencing pricing could be related to the flood of new products, because too many new products on the market, it increases availability of bargaining price, private and generic brands. Price cutting as a strategy to maintain or to regain market share, or internet use for comparison shopping. So these are the factors that influence the pricing. Okay, this just as a summary. You will see price times sales unit equals revenue, and revenue minus cost or your expense, you will get your profit. Okay, I hope you are able to be able to memorize these things. Okay, let's continue. Pricing objectives. There are three things in the objectives of pricing. Number one is the profit-oriented pricing. I think we discussed about this in a few chapters before. And sales-oriented pricing, and last one is status quo. which means profit oriented. Your orientation is into profit. You want to make sure you have the maximum profit you are able to get from the product that you sell. Or if your objectives is sales oriented profits, sales oriented pricing, which means you don't care about the price, you just care about the sales. How many numbers of product that you are able to sell? Because you believe in selling more, you'll get more. Okay, that's the idea. And the last one is the status quo. Status quo is when you are just maintaining your price the way it is, the ways the competitors or the benchmark are on the market. So you don't really uh, focus on sales or profits. Okay, profit-oriented pricing objectives. You maximize your profits. All right, you see here, profit maximization. You satisfactory profits and target return on investment or your target ROI, return on investment. Those are profit-oriented pricing. Profit maximization is the setting price so that total revenue is large as possible, which means your cost is as small as possible. So there's a profit maximization. And the ROI or return on investment is the net profit after taxes divided by your total assets. So which means whatever your profit that you get after you deduct tax, you divide it with all the money that you use in the assets, you will get the return of investment, how much you will get in your investment. The return in investment is like a rate. It could be the return is in 25%, which means maybe in out of 10 years is 2.5 years, or could be earlier. So those are the return on investment. I give you some example here, but you can read through in your materials. Now, sales-oriented pricings is you want to expand your market share and you want to maximize your sales. You do not worry about price because you believe the more you sell, the more you can get profit, you can get money. That is the sales-oriented pricing. Market share is a company product sales as a percentage of total sales. Now you maximize sales. This could be short term, could be ignores profits competition and the market environment. You just more want to sell. Buy, maybe used to sell off your inventory. Maybe you have too many stocks in the inventory. You want to sell it off. So you don't care about the price. You just want to sell it. You maximize your sales. Now the third objectives is status quo, which means you maintain your existing prices, could maintain as the same, or meet your competitors' pricing, because you don't want to lose your market share. You want to make sure your price is the same, at least the same with your competitors, or a little bit below, so people still buying your product. Okay, so these are the summary: profit oriented, sales oriented, and status quo. Okay. Now the demand determinant of price. They are demand. You see the demand, which is the quantity of a product that will be sold in the market at various prices for a specified period. These are the demand. So your price are determined by the demand, by the quantity that you sell in the market. That is the demand pricing. And how about the supply? Determinant pricing is the quantity of product that will be offered by the supplier in the market. So the demand is how much or how many products are sold in the market. For supply are based on how much or how many supplier sell in the market. So there are two different things, right? So these are the demand curve you see. For example, if your price is the quantity is 50, the price, the demand is $2.5. And the more the quantity are in the market, the lower the price will be. You see the curve is going down. Okay. Now the difference between the demand and the supply curve. The supply curve is this one is how much the supplier um, will charge. Okay, the quantity in the market you will see 20. The price is $1. The more the supplier sell in the market, the higher it gets. 140 quantity becomes $3. Okay, so when this supply and demand curve meets each other, they will become, or it will create the what they call it, the price equilibrium, which means this is the best price for the demand and the supply, which means whatever you sell, it equals, or the price that you put in your product, it will cover how much cost that you have to produce your product. So that is the price equilibrium. See here, the price at which demand and supply are equal. And elasticity of demand, which is consumers' responsiveness or sensitivity to change in price. So the elasticity of demand, we discussed about this last time. When the elastic demand, which means consumer buy more or less a product when the prices changes. And in elasticity demand, which means there is no effect. And unitary elasticity, an increase in sales exactly offsets, which means as long you can get it to offset between your sales and your revenue, you will do it because the price is unitary. These are the formula. You can read through that formula. So here, this one is the summary. When price goes down, the revenue goes up, which means it is elastic. It's like rubber band. It can stretch. But when price goes down and revenue goes down, it means it is inelastic because there's not much change. Same as when price goes up, revenue goes up. It's inelastic. There's not much change. But when the price goes the different direction between the revenue, it is elastic. Okay. But if the price goes up or down and the revenue stays the same, it is unitary elasticity. Okay. These are elasticity of demand you can see through. Now there are factors that affecting elasticity of demand. It could be the availability of substitutes, which means you get some alternatives, price relatives to purchasing power, product durability of products, other uses, and rate in inflation. So these are the factors that affects elasticity in demand. Okay, these are the example of how much price you can increase or decrease. It could be core product or partially differentiated product or partially differentiated product B, you can see through. Now, one more thing in talking about price is the power of yield management system. This is a techniques for adjusting prices that uses complex mathematical software. Usually they use this in a manufacturing like car or manufacturing company. Okay. Yield management system is discounting early purchases, limiting early sales at discounted price, or overbooking capacity, just like an airline. Or rental properties, they use this one. And it uses data for company or travel agents to know the vacancies. They can be able to forecast. Okay, this one is like the airplane, you see. You don't want to fly the airplane with no passenger. You want to make sure you have the full load. So they use the yield management systems. So the passenger will be able to buy it at discounted price as long you can get the quantity. So the cost determinant of price. There are two costs that determine the price, which is the variable cost and fixed cost. Remember, we discussed about this in the classroom. Fixed costs are the things that are that do not change. Okay, but variable costs are the things that will change. Okay, now method uses to set the prices is you can mark it up the price, or you can keystoning, or you can profit maximization and break even pricing. Let's see that one by one. Mark up pricings. These are the cost of buying the product from the producer plus the amount for profit that you are expecting. So you, for example, you set 10% as your markup. So if it's 100, the price now becomes 110. Okay, those are markup pricings. Keystoning is the practice of marking up prices by 100% or double the cost. And this one is uh, rarely happen unless you have a good brand, or you have a very good market. You are the market leader, for example. Now, profit maximization is the method of setting price that occurs when marginal revenue equals marginal cost. You want to maximize your profit. Marginal revenue, the extra revenue associated with selling an extra unit, you get marginal revenue. So again, these are the break-even pricing. You see, like here is for 4,000 quantity equals to break-even point in dollar, which is 4,000. Break-even pricings, this is the formula. Break-even quantity, you can get it through total fixed cost divided by fixed cost contribution. And fixed cost contribution you can get by price minus average variable cost. These are more in the technical term, but you will not, in marketing, you will not go deeper in this, but I want you to get the concepts. So these are the summary of it. Now, other determinants of price, okay, it could be the product life cycle, because maybe you remember when the product entered the market at the beginning, you spend a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of resource, but when it goes up, it reaches the maturity and then it's going down again, right? So it depends on where you are at the stages of the product life cycle. Also, it depends on your competition. Are you having a steep competition or not? Distribution strategies, promotion strategies, and perceived quality. If you have a good quality product, why not? You are the market leader, right? So these are the PLC. High at the beginning, it stabilize a little bit and decrease, and then start to go down, decrease. All right. Competition, high price may induce firm to enter the market. You can read through that thing. Some distribution strategy. You can use the manufacturer or wholesalers. Okay. Or you can sell at the brand. And nowadays you can use the impact of the internet. Okay. Product selection, make it cheaper. You don't need to spend a lot of time in traveling. You can just use search through internet, or you have some partners, many things, okay? And you have to know the promotion strategy. We discussed about that in a few chapters before. You know how to use the promotional strategy. And also the relationship of price and quality. Okay, and the dimensions of quality could be easy to use, because talking about quality, durability, versatility, serviceability, performance, and prestige. Okay, those are things. So these are the information related to the pricing concepts. Okay, and in the next video, I will also explain to you the chapter 20, talking about the setting the right price. Okay, thank you for your attention. May you have a good day today. All right, thank you.